Hey friends, I'm using Restream because my phone, sometimes my stream doesn't work. Let's see here. I don't like that light in my face. Hold on a sec. Little diffusion there. Well, earlier today, I was here and I'm hungover. That's what's going on. I'm hungover, and I'm just bouncing around. Had a great call with Brian. We did some brainstorming. I'm really lucky to have a friend like Brian. He's been there for me when I had some hard times. We're there for each other. He's a genius also. His father was a police officer and his mom was a school teacher. And his dad is really nice, easygoing guy. Not like, he's just super chill. You kind of wouldn't guess that he was a police officer, but he was a sergeant and in Fresno, and he rode a bicycle, a pedal bike. I got that one. Hey, baddie, turning hunting Earth for real. Turning what? I don't get turning. It's got two things like this, but I'm not sure. Oh, my vision's really bad. I'm getting some glasses this week, so that'll be nice. Brian gave me some money. He's like, if you clean your desk, I'll buy you beer. Hey, Charles. I was thinking about you today, Charles. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Charles, I might be willing to sell some of these Mercedes to you for what I paid for them, probably. I haven't decided if I'm going to liquidate, but if I do, I'll let you know. Mm-hmm. Three Eye Atlas coming back. Well, let me show you where Three Eye Atlas is now. Well, pretend this is the sun. My nose is the sun, and this is the Earth. Three Eye Atlas came up like this, and then like when it was, and now it's behind the sun, and then it went past the sun, went really close to the sun, didn't burn up, and now Jupiter's like up here, and it's going to go past Jupiter and away from the solar system. So it's just a straight line. I think it's going, but it could make a U-turn around Jupiter and come back to us. It's 12 degrees here with 32-mile-an-hour wind. Fuck that, dude. You should build next year, build like a big propeller, a windmill, and just have the energy from the windmill cranking the heater for you or something. I actually looked up some direct current heating elements, and I thought, well, why don't I just heat water during the day? And I put the water reservoir here in my home. That's 55-gallon drum of hot water. That'll stay warm for probably till 2 a.m. or longer. I didn't need to do it because my house is pretty warm. Like I just trimmed all my hair yesterday. It's 76 outside right now. I love the desert, man. Like I wasn't a desert lover, and I am now. All right, so I want to tell you some stories here. Well, I told Brian today a story about my first bicycle. And I was like, yeah, I had this golden Schwinn with a banana seat. And he's like, oh, you had the Stingray. And I'm like, what? I did? Really? And I did. Let me show you what Wayne Lambright's first bicycle looked like. And my grandpa, Milton Hoke, gave it to me for helping him do the lawn. I'm like 7 or 8 years old or something. I'm in the probably in the third grade. Yeah, my grandpa gave me a Schwinn Stingray, and the seat was white with golden square flakes in it, like glitter, plastic. We're pulling it up here. Just a moment. I'll turn the camera around. Okay. It's going to be this one here. Internet, so slow. I'm doing it on Restream because of the slowness. It was, my stream was hanging up. All right, here comes the bike. These are probably worth some money these days. I bet you that's $500 on the used Schwinn market. Not kidding. Kamchatka Peninsula, west of Alaska, record blizzards. Is that where you live, Batty? Well, I know Siberia and Moscow got blanketed in snow, like huge, super thick. Brian made this chart. It's about Ponzi schemes. He just did that vibe coding when we were on the phone. He's a genius. What else? All right, so back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you guys coming in here in the comments and stuff. I'm honestly a little lonely. I've been thinking about getting a pet, a cat. I'm going to be taking care of maybe Jessica's cat. And I probably should get him a friend. So my other friend's got 15 cats. He's got like 6 indoor cats and 15 outdoor cats. He probably got 20 cats. What a nice guy, right? Are all my messages showing up here? Yeah. Charles, are you still sober? I'm going to start my sobriety over. I'm going to start my sobriety again. I feel like I'm so close to something positive happening in my life. Like today I told Brian, I was like, I really enjoy our conversations. I wish I could share it with all kinds of people. And I said, I think I should make a website or an app that you buy on the App Store. And well, I just want to offer a money back guarantee. I don't know how you do that with an app from the Apple App Store. And I think I'd basically charge $100 a month. You're sober from alcohol, but taking Kratom daily. Oh. I'll see if it's kratom. Is that legal here? Oh. Mm. Okay, I want to tell you about a dumb idea. So I have this no, but the video today. Thank you, Batty. Well, I thought about making some stupid bicycles for Burning Man. I don't know if you've met people who go to Burning Man. They're kind of like affluent hipsters. Definitely pot smokers, acid takers. They're heavy drug users. Sexually promiscuous. Big ravers, dancers, electronic dance music. That's all Burning Man stuff. So I thought about, if Burning Man built a bike, what would it look like? And it would have a built-in stereo. It would have built-in LEDs, some fat tires so it didn't sink into the playa, and it would be electric. Then, the middle of the bicycle, like between your legs, solar panels. It would have solar panels there and on the wheels. So when you're not using it, you just lay it down and it charges in the sun. And obviously, it will be charging while you're riding it. And yeah, it's got stereo control by the grips. It's got some speakers. The speakers are pointing at you, blasting you with the music. Maybe there's a bass speaker in the seat so you can really feel that bass. No, the middle of the bike. The middle of the bike is where the bass seat is, and it exits the hole, the tube in the bass points at the seat, so you can get those vibrations. I'm loving this idea. It's a double decker. Do you know what a double decker bike is? It's lame, but let me show you. That is a double decker bike. It's insanity. It's hipster gold. It's hipster insanity too. Do you really want a customer base who does a lot of drugs and has money? Fuck yeah, because they got money, right? And so if I start making custom bikes, where'd you get that? Oh, this guy Wayne makes them. Oh, really? A special order. So like I'll ask you, like maybe every bike is the golden ratio to your height divided by 2. Like, so if you're 5 foot, then the bike will be like 7.5 feet off the ground. But if you're 6 foot, then it's 8 feet off the ground. There's just, it's just tubing. You're just welding it together. Very few flocks can manage that bike. Oh, it would have a side stand. So when you're really high up there, it's going to tip over. There's just like a side stand. So you can there's a ladder. You can slowly get up there. And then when you're ready to go, you just start going, and your side stand comes in and it attaches magnetically. And then when you're ready to stop, you just press a button, and the side stand detaches and comes out, and you just come to a stop. Definitely the tipping over is a big problem, but that's the risk. That's what you want in a bike, is something unique. Maybe I make a 3-wheel double-decker. I like welding, by the way. Mm-hmm. And then I would need to get a lathe, because where the pedals go, it's got to have threads. So I'd have to do the threading on a lathe, most likely. And then I got to do the gooseneck. There's no threads there, but there's some races for bearings. Yeah, a trike, exactly. Double-decker tricycle. There's a double. Oh my God, look at this. You're never going to believe this. It's a 2-person tricycle. Didn't even know they made this. Oh, look at that. That's a rickshaw. I just want to apologize if anybody's here for 3i Atlas. That was not the proper title. That shouldn't be the proper title. Aww, little kid bikes. Well, Brian and I were talking, and I was saying that riding a motorcycle is fun because it's life in slow motion. And anytime the human body is propelled faster than the feet can make you go, well, the visual information that our eyes are recording, it's high speed. So we can record all that visual information quickly. And the reason it feels like slow motion is because the brain processes the information in slow motion. And so you're kind of altering time when you're on a dirt bike or a bicycle. And it's also the thrill. It's the thrill of 4 wheels. You don't tip over. 2 wheels, you do tip over. So it's the thrill of not tipping over that excites the human mind. Yeah, I just came up with this concept today that riding a bicycle or a dirt bike or a motorcycle is like living life in slow motion, because you're just getting all this visual information. I do these things on my dirt bike called First Gear Moto, and it's just what it is, first gear. I don't go out of first gear because it's too dangerous here. I'm too old. Wheels, bottom bracket, huge challenge. Wheels, dot, bottom. Wheels, bottom bracket, huge challenge. Are you saying we should make a competition? Because I love, anytime you do a competition, maybe that's what I do. I build a very unique bike. They're all the same size. And then we have competitions. I don't know. I am hungover from last night. I drank four of these. They're 16 ounces, I think. Oh, they're 19 ounces. Holy shit. So 4 of those is a 6-pack. So 6 times 12 is 72. And 4 times 19. Yeah, so I actually had more than a six-pack. 15.2 times 4. Oh my God, I told Brian I had almost a six-pack, and that's not true. I had the equivalent of a six-pack of 9.9 alcohol last night. Thank God I only bought 4 and not 5. I would have been not feeling so great right now. Sometimes the brain just goes blank. It's okay. Let me go to my X and see if things are working good there. No, I don't have to do that because we know things are working good. We'll leave that alone. Drift Speed came in today. I haven't seen him for months. It's nice to see. No, you guys are my friends, believe it or not. You're as lonely as me. And whatever it is I offer, you like it. That's nice. I appreciate you guys. Okay, 3i Atlas, or no, 3i Atlas position. Let's fight for 3i location map. Third interstellar visitor Atlas telescope is how they got that, by the way, if you don't know. I can't really show you a map right now. Can I? How about we try? Let's just give it a try. Oh, I don't want it in Russian. Fucking ad. We're trying again. I'm growing out my Payot. I'll probably let him go long if I can. It looks like it's loading, by the way. Oh, it is loading. It's loading very slowly. What is going on here? It's not a really good map. I think I'll abandon this idea here. Yeah, I also think it's crashing the stream a little bit. Is all this a distraction from the Epstein files? Greenland, Iran, Venezuela, NATO. It really is the glue that holds the world together, the blackmail. If the blackmail, the world would be, I mean, let's say these rumors are true, that let's say 90% of public officials who are elected are compromised, and 90% of CEOs are compromised at some level. That's how you would run the world. That's how I would run the world if I was writing software and running a spy organization. I would have dirt on everybody. And if somebody's super clean and they don't want to get dirty, you could still sabotage them. You could still make them dirty. Um, you gotta read the world of spies. It's so fascinating. Like, just learn. Sun Tzu Art of War is really the starting place, because the supreme victory in battle is to not fight, and the way you avoid things is, well, spies are the foundation of the nation, and by getting secret information, you can make really great decisions. That's why spies are so important, and that's why spying is important. Like, all of our computers are spied; they're spying on us. Now that you know this, you can put out disinformation. Do you know the dating websites are mostly owned by one group of people? It's called IAC, and it's run by a guy by the name of Barry Diller, who used to run Paramount Studios. Barry Diller. And I think they own like 30 or 50 dating sites. Well, imagine what you could do with that information. You could see how people are talking to each other. You could see a CEO flirting with women. You could learn that a CEO has a special type, you know, dark brown hair and blue eyes. That's my favorite kind of. Um, I like brown hair women, because blondes are basically, they get a lot of attention, and they're not, I mean, as long as they don't have their head up their ass, they're fine. But a lot of blonde women seeking attention have their head up their ass. There's too many people fighting for, I don't, too much competition for the blondies. And I find, Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, to be the best. Also, who cares how they look? You're not making children. I mean, I'm not in the making children zone of life. I'm old. I'm an old guy. I'm 57 years old. I'm grateful for every day. I think if somebody had told me the older you get, the more exciting life gets, that would have been nice. Like, probably would have, I could have avoided some years of depression. But basically, life gets easier and more fun the older you are. It's actually pretty hard when you're young, because you just move out of your parents. Maybe you're self-made and nobody's helping you, and everything, things aren't so easy. The struggle is real. Fuck, the struggle was real, and I didn't even have children. I don't know how. Well, I know how the parents do it. They just do it, and they just make it happen. But raising a family it's a lot of work in general. The worst part is, the older you get, the faster time seems to go by. It's like your ability, like maybe you're 20 years old. And if I ask you to imagine being 40, it's not so easy, because you've already experienced 20 years. And then to think about another 20 years to 100% lifetime, like asking me, what would it be like to be 114, which is double my age? I can't really tell you, because I don't know. It feels it is a lifetime away, because it's 100% longer than I've already been on Earth. And my theory is this: that the longer you've been alive, your ability to conceive of time. So it's your personal experience of being alive 20 years or 50 years. You have that under your belt, and only you, that's your perception. So I know what it's like just for 57 Christmases to come by, and 57 summers. They're happening. They feel fat, even though the clock hasn't changed. It feels like it has. I'm thinking, what advice would I give to young people? I would say become an artist. If you don't know what you want to do in life, just try to find a way to turn your hobby into a business. Hello, Commando Quinn. Is that a lady? Looks like it. Oh, Callie. Hey, Callie. Nice to see you. Yeah, Callie, you were doing some, was it anti-gravity? You were doing some kind of science stuff that I thought was pretty interesting. Forget what it was, though. I think it was physics stuff. I was impressed. Do you know what time you were born, Wayne? Oh, I did. Uh, it's either 6 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. Hmm. Conscious theory. Oh yeah, conscious is, well, we have to call it a theory because we're not sure, but I don't think our memory is stored in our head. I think our memory is stored in consciousness, like the universe. Um, we are all connected through this consciousness. We're even connected to the trees and the bugs. And like when I'm swatting flies with my fly swatter, I actually think that the flies, they're like, oh, he just thought fly swatter better leave. Like they will leave. I just touch my fly swatter, they're gone. So I was like, I bet you the flies have the ability to know that I'm about to whack them with my fly swatter and they just zip off. Isn't that the funny thing? Like, have you ever tried to talk to your cat? Like your cat's looking this way and you're, like not even looking at you. And you're like, hey, kitty cat, turn around, come over here and I'll give you a treat. And they don't move. I think we've all tried that. Callie Tate, are you following me on X on my new account, which is Vote Lambright? I got to show you this guy. He's got the most fucked up hair. It's worse than mine. Look at that hair. He must be shaving it to create this effect. I kind of was looking for women a little bit older than me recently, but I think I might. Yeah, he got suspended. Yeah, we were on, that was Gov Lambright, but now we're Vote Lambright. I've got like 6 accounts. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I just had the thought. How about I should look up some goal setting software. Maybe I need to do lots of goal setting. Maybe I should read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People again. Let's get a synopsis of what those are. cafe. It overheated. My phone had an emergency shutdown because it was so hot, and the back was super duper warm. Um, I guess just streaming like this puts a heavy load on my iPhone 12, and I can't really deal with it. Um, I don't have much more to say, so let's hang this up. Yeah. And I might do another stream tonight too. The day when I'm getting sober, like I'm hungover, I'm a little bit manic. So I got all these great ideas. It's always fun. Um, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I'm going to go look that up. Maybe I'll talk about this in the next few days. All right, friends. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your love and support. I do. My life is improving. It is. All right. Bye-bye.